Great. Let's switch on our videos. Great, wonderful. Teachers, please be quick. Please switch on your videos. Let's get started. Okay. Now we will move on to speech delivery. I know some of you told me that the speed of the video is a little high. It's a little fast. But trust me, it's only for your understanding and you just have to view it. The videos are available to you and you will be able to understand. 1.25x is not very fast. Okay. And this I have done to make this training session little shorter so that we can have a proper discussion. Okay. And in case if you are still not able to understand, please let me know. I'll try to debrief the whole activity. Okay. The third one is the speech delivery, where we ask the child to give a speech. Now here, first we have to show a video, and the video is of Ovia Singh, right? Ovia Singh, I think yesterday I told you about Ovia Singh. Ovia Singh is one of the students at Planet Spark, who is once again an established TEDx speaker, and she's also an author. Her books have been published in Amazon, Flipkart, and you will find it many places. So first, we are going to show a video of Ovia Singh, and we are going to ask for the observations of the child, what she has observed about the body language and voice modulation of the speaker. And then we are going to give the same script, just as yesterday you did day one assessment, the video assessment. Greta Thunberg's speech was given to you, and you had to give the same speech in your own style, using your body language, voice modulation, the same thing the student has to do here. Let's have a look. We share the sound.
Actually, why it is needed, because
so we have done this, I think. We'll move on to the speech delivery.
Okay, great. All right. Thank you so much for sharing that. I think we can go back to the content. Just a minute. Let me quickly share my screen and we can begin. Okay. So now that we have learned about body language, Tia, and confidence and voice, and you also heard your parents sharing that why are these skills important. What we will be doing right now is we'll be watching playing another game. Okay, where we'll be watching a speech. So ready for game 2?
Yeah.
And I want to remind you, you have 2 lifelines. So in case you would want to use, you can use that also while playing the game.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So I want you to meet a very similar, student of ours who's just as old as you are right now, 11-year-old Ovia. She's a Planet Spark Star student and India's youngest TEDx speaker. Do you know what is TEDx speaker? Have you? Okay, Tia doesn't know. Do you want to share that, Mr. Agarwal, for Tia? What is TEDx?
TEDx is a platform where you inspire people, where you go and tell about your life journey, how you have made things to success. And you inspire people, you get a lot of public to reach out to, and it is mainly used to get some fans and the fancy stuff like that.
Absolutely. And to be able to influence also, if I have to add something, to be able to influence large number of people, and as your father mentioned, share about personal journey so that others can also learn, right? So Ovia was also, she had joined Planet Spark as a student who was not as confident earlier, but she gave a TEDx speech in front of a large audience very, very recently, and was featured also. Like, her videos are all over there. If you go and Google, you'll find her also, more about her. So we are going to listen to her speech, and what we will be doing is this part. Can you read out the second instruction? Identify one.
Identify the examples of body language, confidence, voice.
Yes. Okay, so these are the things I want you to actively focus on while you're looking at her speech. Okay, her body language, confidence, and voice. All right. Okay, so are we ready?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Uh, Let me just read the speech. Just give me a thumbs up if you are able to hear. Okay. Okay. I think your father has stepped out for a minute.
Yeah, actually someone is there on the door.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Okay. No worries. No worries. Yeah. Okay. So I'll play the video and he can
sure.
join us.
Sure.
Okay. Can you hear?
I am holding something
Yeah.
fantastic inside my palm right now that may soon go extinct. It has been around for millions of years. It is older even than the dinosaur and is the primary source of food for every single person on this planet. There is no human who hasn't touched or seen it. Any guesses on what it is? Well, you're absolutely correct. It is soil. Now I know you have a lot of questions like how can soil go extinct and why is an 11-year-old so concerned about soil and not her favorite K-pop artist who is about to drop his next album? Let me tell you something about myself. I've got several talented friends. Some can solve Rubik's Cube pretty fast, some have written and published great books, and some have wonderful YouTube channels.
अभी आया है बिल्कुल
Sorry
latest.
about this. Okay, I think we have watched the main part, so I'll stop playing the video. So yes, Tia, what did you observe when Ovia was performing? Did you think where was she using her body language, which includes hands, face,
Yeah.
eyes, right? How was she confident and how was she using her voice? Yes.
She was confident and she was expressing herself really well.
Mhm.
And she also speaks in that a way that no one gets bored.
Yes. And so you want to say that she was able to grab everyone's attention.
Yes.
Yeah. And did you see her using her hands? Can you tell me one specific example where she used her hands while speaking?
When she told that soil is important, and why is she caring about 11-year-old is caring about the soil.
Yes.
Soil. So
And what kind of gesture did she make? Can you show me? Can you just illustrate that for me? She did like this, something like this, right? And for the soil, she also made a fist.
yes.
Yeah. So that was the reason, Tia, what you mentioned, that she was able to grab everyone's attention and that others were not feeling bored. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And do you think she was also using a lot of she was making different expressions?
Yes.
Yes.
She
Okay.
was making different expressions to express herself.
Yes, that's true. So now comes the interesting part where you can, I think over here, so you didn't use your lifeline. You didn't even need to. So that's amazing. So you still have your 2 lifelines with you. Now there's a challenge here for you. Okay. And this is something that you will have to do alone though. Okay. Here we can't use lifeline. And the challenge is, can you now give the same speech that Ovia did?
Okay.
Okay. Don't worry, I won't make too tough for you. I will give you the speech. I will give you these lines. But what I want you to do is, what do you think the challenge is about? You have to use?
The challenge is about you have to speak something and express yourself. You have to speak these lines.
Very good. Yes, very smart, Tia. So yes, we have been discussing about hands, eyes, voice, and face, right? So while speaking this speech, you have to use all of that. Okay. If you feel that you will feel more confident by standing up also and reading, that is also fine. And you can see that here, some of the words have been highlighted.
Yes.
Why do you think these words are highlighted?
I think these words are highlighted when we have to give some expression, when we have to give expression.
Okay. So expression and also emphasize, stress on these words, like how Ovia was doing. I am holding something fantastic. She took longer to speak those words. Yeah. And then there are some faces also that are made. So these are the expressions that Ovia was giving while speaking. Okay. Do you want to try this?
Okay.
Okay. Why don't you do this? Take 30 seconds, read out the sentences so that you know them well, and then you can present it to us.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm holding something fantastic inside my palm right now that may soon go extinct.
Mhm.
It has been around for millions of years.
Mhm.
There is no human who hasn't touched it or seen it. Any guesses on what is it? Well, you're absolutely correct. It's soil.
Okay, all right. So you have read it or you were preparing? I got confused, sorry.
I am reading it now.
Okay,
I
now
was
you
preparing now.
All right, all right. Okay. So remember, I think you are doing really well with your voice. You're very natural when you have to give pauses, Tia. But I want you to use more of your hands and give more expressions. Okay? Yes. Come on, let's do it. Yes.
I'm holding something fantastic inside my palm right now that may soon go extinct. It has been around for millions of years. There is no human who hasn't touched it or seen it. Any guesses on what is it? Well, you're absolutely correct. It is soil.
Very good, Tia. Great, great attempt. Thank you so much. And this time, of course, I saw, that you were using your hands a bit more and also looking directly in the camera while speaking. And also, your voice. Very good. What do you think, both of you, Mr. and Mrs. Agarwal? How did she do?
Yes, definitely she did very well.
Yeah, she did good.
Yeah.
We've seen this already. Sorry.
Okay. Great. So amazing. I think, Tia, again, something to keep in mind that, right now I know we are in an online setting, but, when you were moving your hands, I was not able to see them clearly. So also
Okay.
ensuring that, how can we ensure that the other person are also able to see our gestures? That's something. But I think I want to emphasize again, great voice modulation. Like you were able to lower your volume, or when you had to say something fantastic, then you were able to emphasize the right words. Wherever there was a question mark, you were able to speak in that tone. So I think you used your voice really well. Good job on that. Okay.
Right. So this was the third part,
Voice.
which is speech delivery. So mainly here we introduce Ovia and show her speech. We ask for the child's observations, and at the end, speech challenge by the child and share the feedback. Now, let's move on to if there is any grammatical mistakes, how can we correct it? Not stopping the child in between. Midway, we should not stop the child midway. Instead, we should wait for things to be complete. But why should be there any kind of grammatical errors? I don't understand. Here, the speech is already written. The content is written. Why will there be any grammatical errors? There won't be any, isn't it? There will be grammatical errors in the last final showcase where the child is giving a speech on his own, on her own, right? So there, maybe you can stop or wait for the child to complete the whole speech, and then you may share your observations. Never try to stop the child in between, because again, the flow of the thoughts that get disrupted. So it's always good to wait till the child gets, he completes. And also I have seen many of the parents, they also try to stop the child in between. Please discourage them to do so and tell them that I would request you to not stop the child. Let him speak. He's speaking very well. Let him complete, and then I'll try to find out where was the issues. Okay, so you can enumerate the mistakes later on. Now, so number 4, writing of speech. So here I would like to introduce you to the design principle at Planet Spark. Now, since you have already watched half of this demo session right now, so you will see that most of the demos, that all the 3 demos that we take, that is junior, senior, or adult, you will see there are 3 main features of these demos. The first is, please write in your notebook the design principle of the demos in the session. Sorry. Yes, absolutely, Madhumita, that's correct. The design principle of demos at Planet Spark includes 3 main things. Number 1, it's every learning is based on activities. So first point, activity-based learning. Activity-based learning. Number 2, you will see that there is an absolute focus on the pillars of public speaking. Focus on pillars of public speaking. And number 3, there is a structured approach towards learning a new content area. Now, I'm going to tell you about the structured approach. Like, for example, in this senior section, we are going to teach them how to write a speech. So for that, we have followed a structured approach. What is the approach? We are going to tell them about ethos, pathos, and logos. Similarly, when you see the junior demo session, you will see. Third was structured approach towards learning a new content area. The chat is open for everyone. Aristotle? No. So first is activity-based learning. Number 2, focus on the pillars of public speaking. Number 3, there is a structured approach towards learning a new content area. Okay. This is known as the design principle. Okay. Not known, it's the design principle of demos at Planetsful. Okay. So now we are going to see the same thing, the structured approach that we are going to follow towards learning a new content area. Here the content area would be speech. Visible? Yeah.
Voice modulation, like you were able to lower your volume, or when you had to.
Also, you must be seeing after each and every activity, the teacher is trying to debrief the activity, give us, small snapshot. What is the reason behind this activity? What is the significance of this activity? And after that, she is giving us small feedback, right?
Last section. Okay. So Tia, right now, though, I gave you a speech, right? But whenever you have to go out and present on a topic, speak, what do you think you have to do before presenting? I'm giving you a hint. You have to
write something to
Yes.
memorize it and then speak.
Correct. So you have to write a speech, right, to be able to present it. So this is our next and the last section where we will be learning how to write a speech. Okay. And for this part, before I tell you about how we can write an effective speech, there's one challenge for you. So you have 1 minute time and you have to convince both your parents to buy you a pizza from a new pizza place near you. Okay. So let's assume that a new pizza place has opened near you and you have to now convince your mom and dad to buy you a pizza. So right now you are going to face towards them and talk to them. Okay. And then I'll ask your parents after 1 minute whether they got convinced or not.
Okay.
All right. Let's see how you would do. Okay.
Papa, can we please get vegetable pizza from that new store?
Why?
Because I want to eat pizza.
No, that's okay. But Domino's also give you pizza, right? It's the same pizza at the end of the day.
But it's new. Let's try something new today.
No, but pizza is pizza, right?
But the restaurants are different, so they have their different taste.
But see, if you look at the base is all same, veggies are all same, cheese is same. What's the difference between two different shops?
But it's
They're charging more than Domino's.
but it's good to try something new from every store and restaurants. We should try something new.
What do you like most? The pizza of Domino's?
But I want to try something new today.
I don't think it's a good idea to try.
But let's just try. If we didn't like it, we wouldn't buy it next time.
Okay, I'll leave it to you. Your choice. Your choice.
But if you didn't like it, then it will be a sheer wastage of money.
But let's just try it. We can take one.
Right. I think we can pause it. That's amazing. Does that usually happen, Tia? Is that like
Every day,
every day? Oh, really?
rather every weekend, I should say.
Yeah, this is a story of every weekend.
Amazing, amazing. And what happens every weekend? Like, do you both agree or what happens?
We don't have a choice.
Okay, well, great. Thank you so much for participating in this activity. I actually enjoyed a lot while listening to both of you. But yeah, so I have a question for both of you now. What do you think would have helped you to, get convinced? Right now, I feel like you were not really extremely convinced with what Tia was saying, but what would have helped for you to, get ready to let her try pizza from the new place?
I would say two things. One can be a unique thing about that particular restaurant. Another is the value which it is providing. If it is giving me a good value, 8 inches pizza at the price of say 4 or 6 inches, I think I would have gone for it.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that. Tia, did you hear that?
Yeah.
Next time you know what to say. Yeah, but don't worry. For next time, I'm going to prepare you really, really well. Okay. So thank you so much once again for trying it out. And let's see that how can we convince your parents next time, you know. So first of all, I have to say, Tia, you really tried a lot and never gave it up. So that's very good. But let's understand that, you know, how can we be very, you know, effective in the way we are saying, and what is it that we can tell our parents? Yeah. So we are going to now learn how to write a speech to convince someone. Yeah? And for that, I would want you to remember these 3 words. Very important. Okay. The first one is, can you read it out?
Ethos, develop trust.
Yes. So ethos means developing trust. You know, what your father also mentioned, that if, you know, you could have told about something unique about that pizza place, then it would have been helpful. So something to develop trust. What is second?
Pathos, appeal to motion.
To emotion. Yes. You know, like whenever we want to convince someone, we have to also make them happy about it, right? So here's the part where we will try to make your parents happy. Yeah. So that is the second part. And what's the third one?
Logos, proof.
Proof. What do you mean by proof?
The proof which you gather that that particular restaurant is there or
Yeah, something, you know, to again giving a very logical, good reason so that they get convinced that, okay, now Tia is, you know, she has given me a very good reason. I can't find a reason to say no, so I'll get convinced. Yeah, don't worry. We are going to understand this in a bit more detail again with a pizza story. But right now, we will try to see how we could have used ethos, pathos, and logos to convince your parents for the pizza. Okay. All right. So ethos is about developing trust. What do you mean by trust?
trust, a bond which you create so they believe in you.
Yes, it's about creating that belief, right? Very good. Now, let's assume you have to, you know, convince, again, same situation. You have to convince them to buy pizza from a new place. What will help you, you know, develop trust so that your mom and dad think that, you know, this pizza place sounds really good. We should try it. What do you think we can say?
We can say that like it has good reviews
Very good.
and it's low in price than the other restaurants.
Very good point. Yeah, I loved it. Yes. And very similar, something we had also written, right? So good reviews means many people have tried it.
Yes.
Yeah. Even when we are buying something, we always try to see what are the reviews, right? So we can talk about that. Yes, it has good reviews. One more thing that we can use is that this pizza store is new right now here, but you know, it has shops all over the India and it offers really good pizzas. Yeah. And when you say this, now your mom and father are thinking for a minute that, oh, okay, it has good reviews. It is there all around. You know, your mom had said one statement, right? That what if it is not good? Then it will waste, say, money, time, and resources, right? So in that way, when you, if you could have added, you know, that, you know, no, it has great reviews, then she would have thought, oh, actually not just Tia, but many other people are saying it is good. Yeah. So that is how we develop trust. Okay. Did you understand this part?
Yes.
Yeah. Great. But I loved how you mentioned about reviews. Very good point, Tia. Very smart thinking. Yeah. Now let's come to the second point, which is pathos. Now imagine that, you know, it's already 9 p.m. and there's no food ready at home and you want to convince them to buy pizza. What do you think you can say that will make your parents happy and also convince them to buy pizza?
I think that I'll try to convince my mom by saying that she'll not have to make dinner for us and we can order pizza so it will be easier for you.
Yeah. And you can say that your mom and dad would be thinking, what am I teaching you? This is just for example, Tia. Okay, we don't have to follow to this.
But yeah, already are using these examples sometimes.
Oh, oh, really?
Yeah.
You already know how to.
So you can take rest. We can have dinner from outside.
Wow, see, you already know how to
Emotionally.
write a. Great. But yes, so you know, this was now this is something we are trying to make them happy, and that, you know, they will think that, oh, Tia cares about us, and she's saying that we will get some rest. She doesn't have to cook food at night. You know, she can also take some time off. And when you also say that I love pizza and I really want to have it, it will make me happy. So of course they would also want you to be happy, right? So yes, so this is pathos. Great. And last one, logos. What do you think we can say here for proof? You remember you said proof is something that will help them again know that, you know, yes, this is the pizza to buy and they'll get convinced.
Yes.
So what proof do you think we can give?
Maybe because it's healthy.
Okay. But pizzas are usually unhealthy. So what more can you say to make it sound like it is healthy?
That it has really good vegetable toppings on it.
Yes, very good, right? So now you are giving a good reason that why it is healthy, right? So usually, why do our parents say not to eat from outside? Because it is usually unhealthy, right? It is not good for our health.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm no way telling you to eat more pizza, by the way. I want to clarify that. But yes, this is the reason. This is the reason they are worried or they are saying no usually, right? So what we can say is we can give them a good reason that this pizza had lot of toppings and they have like toppings like broccoli, cheese, things that are healthy. So
Yes.
it is a healthy pizza also and a tasty one. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is your what is it?
Logos.
Yes. Okay, so let's quickly revise. I think you have got it already, but I want you to say it in your own words. That what are the 3 parts of a speech, in terms of how we can convince the other person really well. So what is the first?
Right. So this was the writing of speech. So very simple. You just have to. So first part is very interesting. You have to check the prior knowledge. You have to make the child and the parents have a role play, and you can engage the child and the parent in that in convincing to buy a pizza from a new pizza place, and it's going to be fun. Yes, make sure that you give a stipulated time for that. Make sure that you are giving only 1 minute or 2 minutes to do the same thing. Next is introducing the EPL approach. You introduce what is EPL stand for, and you give out the meaning of it. And finally, you explain the EPL with pizza story. Yes, that's correct. What if the child say, I do not like pizza? You can use something else. You can use gulab jamun maybe. See, I can tell you what to deliver. How to deliver, that is something that you are going to play with, right? So your teaching methodology is yours. It's totally owned by you. I can only tell you what the content is and how can you build relationship or build connection with the student. That's the maximum I can tell you, right? In those cases, what you can say is you can use another eatable which the child likes. You can first ask, what do you like in food? Okay, what is your favorite food? And then maybe you can use biryani or gulab jamun or whatever you want. Okay. What is EPL? Please explain. I'm so sorry, Shika, I won't be able to explain it again. But what you can do is you can watch the video. It's there on your teacher's handbook. And if you want to watch the training video, it's there on your dashboard. Okay. No worries, Asya. You will be able to watch the video. Okay. It's okay. The teacher's handbook yesterday was not opening for some because the Notion link does not open, because if you have some setting in your firewall, so you need to check your Windows firewall setting. You need to allow some of the websites to work. Okay, please check your browser settings and your firewall settings. Maybe your firewall is not allowing, or probably your browser is not allowing you to open that site. So make sure that you open those restrictions. Full form of EPL is ethos, pathos, and logos. Ethos means to build trust. Pathos is to create emotions, evoke emotions, and logos is to give proof or evidences or reason behind what you are speaking. Now we will move on to, yes, Mayank.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Ma'am, actually, I have a question that recently the demo which we have seen. So, whenever we are going to take demo in our real life, so every time we have to use the presentation like the presentation was going on in the video.
Absolutely, yes. Yes, yes.
So, ma'am, we will make the presentation by ourselves, or the presentation will be on our dashboard.
The others are also laughing. Why? I'll tell you, because in the beginning only I said, you might have missed it, it's okay. I said that the presentations are already given on your handbook. Once you open your handbook, you will get all the presentation, the junior one, senior one, and the adult one. Okay. So all the presentations are given to you. In case if you want to go through it, you can open it. And there are videos also which are given to you in case you want to watch a demo session. That's also given. Okay. So if you want more clarity, you can go through those videos. You'll be able to understand, right? You don't have to create any presentation. Even in the regular classes also, you don't have to create any presentation. The presentations are all made. Okay. Okay, great.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes. Yes, Asia, I've already got your query. Don't worry, you will have the recordings. No, Sadhna, Notion website has nothing to do with your documentation. Your documentation uploading will show pending till the time you are onboarded. Okay. So after your onboarding, you will get 10 days of time to upload your documentation and get it reviewed. So don't worry, you have time for that. You have to first focus on these training sessions. Okay. And Notion website has nothing to do with that. Notion website does not open because the browser settings are not like it's restricting the site. Make sure that you don't restrict the site. Go to the settings of your browser and change the settings. Teacher's handbook is on the dashboard, Madhumita. Yesterday I showed you. You can check your dashboard and then tell me. On the top, it's written as demo class content. Now, final showcase. This is the last part where we ask the child to make a speech or create a speech on her own using all these three concepts, which is ethos, pathos, and logos. Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Device. I think you have bought it. You to say it in your own words. That what are the three parts of a speech, you know, in terms of how we can convince the other person really well. So what is the first part?
Ethos.
Ethos. And in the pizza story, you use which example or which point to show ethos?
That it's a good pizza and there are good reviews.
Correct. Good reviews. Very good. Okay. Second one is
Pathos.
pathos. And what do you think you can use here? Making happy. How can we make them happy?
We can convince them that they'll not have to do work.
Yeah. And they can rest. Yeah. Great. Okay. And the third one?
The third one is logos.
Okay. And what can we say here?
We can say here that it's healthy and it has a lot of vegetable toppings.
Yes, very good. So now I know that you have understood all three parts really well. And now is the last chance for you to use your lifeline, Tia. Okay. So this is the part where all three of you can participate and help Tia. Or both of you can participate and help Tia. So now you saw Ovia speaking, right? And she really was passionate about soil. So she wanted to convince everyone that we should all care about soil and do good actions that will help save soil. Huh? Now, I want you to pick a topic of your choice, and maybe you can take help from your parents also, and develop your own speech that you will present here using ethos, pathos, and logos. Yeah? Do you want to quickly think about a topic? It could be anything.
Global warming.
Global warming. Oh, so you also care about climate change and everything, it seems like? Yeah. All right. Okay. So global warming, and I will keep these questions for you to help. So that these guiding questions for you. Let's take 3 minutes. Okay. And let's come up with ethos, pathos, and logos. On, you know, you have to talk about global warming and you want to tell people a message, maybe to save the environment, so that global warming stops or at least reduces. So you have to convince them, right? So you can take 3 minutes, take help from your parents. If you want, you can write down your points also, and then we'll present after 3 minutes.
Yes. So here you give proper instructions, clear instruction, and you give some time to the child to prepare on the topic, right? So give clear instructions and give time to the child and the parent to make the speech and then give the speech. This is the part where you can use the SparkX. Write it as of now, because when I show you the SparkX, then you will be able to relate it. Okay. And I'll also tell you about the instructions to be given on SparkX. So remember here, proper instructions should be given. Give ample amount of time. Ample amount of time means give stipulated time. If you are giving 3 minutes to prepare the speech, make sure that you stop the alarm by 3 minutes. After 3 minutes, tell the child, now your time is over. Now, are you ready? Then you need to start. Okay. So make sure that the child does not, take much time. And after the child has already given his speech, share the feedback. And at the end, you can ask for 3 key learnings from the class. Okay. And then we will move on to the PTI, which we'll be doing on day 4. As of now, we are going to do till here. So this is the whole demo session of a senior child. First is the context setting, introduction to PS skills, where we have an activity which is called emotional request game. Number 3 is the speech delivery by Ovia Singh, where the child observes the speech of Ovia and then tries to give the same speech by his or her own. 4th is writing speech, where you explain the concept of ethos, pathos, and logos, and you explain it with the help of a pizza story. Number 5, final showcase. Here we ask the child to give a speech on his own. Remember, laptop and parents' presence is highly, highly important, and child must create the speech and create the video on his own. Okay. Yes, writing can be like they can take help of their parents. Remember the success formula that I shared with you. Remember, if both the parents, laptop, and SparkX video, these 3 things are ensured in a demo session, there are huge chances of the demo to get converted into an enrollment. Now we will move on to the second half of our session, which is mastering the skill of building relationships. Don't worry, this is a very short topic where we are going to understand how to use our body language and our voice modulation to build relationship. Now, how do you make your guests comfortable at your home? Maybe you can write in the chat section. What do you, the first thing that you do, very first thing, basic. Smile, absolutely. So maybe smile can be the first step, isn't it? Just like this. A very popular daily soap from the 2000s. Yes, exactly. We greet them with a big smile. So smile is something that we are going to discuss today. Great. So some important points in order to build relationship with the student and the parents also. Some important points which we can remember is, we are going to start the class on a high note. We'll try to understand it in more details. Kanika, okay, give them a big hug. Very nice. I really love the kind of, enthusiastically you are saying, give them a big hug. But unfortunately, in an online setting, we cannot give a hug to our children, our students. Yeah, making them comfortable. Virtual hug, okay, yeah. Virtual hug, a high five, a fist bump, a thumbs up. Okay. Okay, great. So we can start the class on a high note, and we are going to understand each of these points in details. So we are going to start the class on a high note. We are going to use an impactful voice, and we are going to try to be curious about the child, because that is what is going to help us to connect with the child. Knowing more about the child in order to build relationship is important, right? So asking questions and knowing more about the child is going to help us. And number 4, listening actively, which is very, very important. Or listening actively throughout the session. Let's understand what is this starting on a high note. Okay, I'm going to have an activity. We are going to play a game. I'm going to show you 2 pictures on the left hand side and the right hand side, and you are going to identify who would you want to talk to. Okay, so I'm going to show you 3 such pictures, actually 3 pairs of pictures. Let's have a look. So tell me 1 or 2. Which face are you more likely to talk to? Okay. Okay, most of you say 2. Great. 2. Okay. Great. So most of you say 2. Let's move on to the next picture. Next one. What about this? Okay, this time also two. Okay, two. Okay, Zaid is fine with first one. Mukesh is also fine with first one. Okay. Okay, some of you say go. Okay, fine. Okay, third one. What about this? One. Okay, most of you say one. Now Richa is fine with second one. Okay. Wonderful. Yes, his eyes are absolutely wonderful. Amazing eyes, right? Okay. Now, why am I showing these pictures to you? So most of you said two in the first two pictures that I showed you. And the third one, you said one. Most of you said one. So the pictures on the left are those which you chose. And the pictures on the right are those which you did not choose. Maybe you said, nah, I'm good. Maybe I might not talk. So what is the difference? What difference do you find over here? The difference is about the smile. The genuine versus fake smile. Now, the differences between a genuine smile and a fake smile will always be, the first thing that you will see is the douche mark. So when the person smiles genuinely, you will find the crinkles around the eyes. You will find the eyelids are lowered and the cheeks are high or raised. Okay. A genuine smile will have all of these, whereas a fake smile usually does not consist of all these things. Now, why are we talking about genuine smiles versus? Why are we talking about a genuine smile and a fake smile? First reason is, when we talk about genuine smile, it's something that is going to help you. It's okay, Vaishali. I read your chat. Yes, absolutely. Okay, Priya, we'll talk after the session. We'll talk about it. Okay. Yes. So genuine smile is something that is going to evoke positive feelings among the child. But fake smile is not going to help you build relationship. Remember. So what we can do to start a class on a high note, we can have a genuine smile on our face, and we can use virtual gestures. Like you said, no? Virtual hug. So virtual gestures, you can use a high five, a fist bump, a thumbs up, okay? Or a wave, a virtual wave might do the work, okay? So remember, how can we start a class at a high note? Have a genuine smile on your face and give virtual gestures. Have virtual gestures with the child. Yes, genuine smile makes it easy to have a good bond. That's true. Someone told me that, if you smile too much, you don't look professional. I don't think so. I absolutely don't believe in that, concept. Smiling has nothing to do with professionalism, right? To be professional, it's something that how you conduct yourself, what things you say and how you say, right? Smiling does not affect that. It has no impact on what you are saying, right? So in order to make a good connection with the child, smile genuinely and have virtual gestures. Yes, Vaishali, I said I will talk to you both at the end of the session. Now, number 2, we are going to use an impactful voice. Now, you already know a lot of things about voice. You know the pause, pitch, power, pace. and emphasis and intonation also. So let's watch a video and let's hear the voice. Very interesting. Let's watch. If you don't understand the language, please don't go by the language.
Good morning.
Let's listen to the voice.
Mumbai. This is Janvi on World Space Radio. जाने से पहले ये है मेरा आज का ख्याल उन सब के लिए जो दौड़े जा रहे हैं शहर में। शहर की इस दौड़ में दौड़ के करना क्या है? अगर यही जीना है दोस्तों, तो फिर मरना क्या है? पहले बारिश में ट्रेन लेट होने की फिक्र है। भूल गए भीगते हुए टहलना क्या है? सीरियल के किरदारों का सारा हाल है मालूम, पर माँ का हाल पूछने की फुर्सत कहाँ है? अब रेत पे नंगे पांव टहलते क्यों नहीं? 108 है चैनल, पर दिल बहलते क्यों नहीं? इंटरनेट पे दुनिया से तो टच में है, लेकिन पड़ोस में कौन रहता है जानते तक नहीं। मोबाइल, लैंडलाइन सबकी भरमार है, लेकिन जिगरी दोस्त तक पहुंचे ऐसे तार कहाँ हैं? कब डूबते हुए सूरज को देखा था याद है? कब जाना था शाम का गुजरना क्या है? तो दोस्तों शहर की इस दौड़ में दौड़ के करना क्या है? अगर यही जीना है।
I'm so sorry. Were you able to listen to this? At least some of it? Yes. Okay. Great. So what do you think? What was so impactful about this voice? Energetic. Okay. Soulful, calming, full of energy. High note. Okay. Very good. High note. Yes. Enthusiastic. Yes. Full of energy. That's true. The beginning was loud and energetic. That's correct. Good morning, Mumbai, right? Sorry, mine was a little different. Pitch of the voice. Very good, Nirupama. She constantly changed the pitch as and when required, right? So when she was talking about something happy, right? Ye hai mera aaj ka sawal. So that was on a high pitch, right? There was lot of intonation there. But when she said, शहर की दौड़ में something, when she was talking about something depressing or something sad, she went down on her notes or on her pitch. So it's that was the change in the tonality and the pitch, right? So yes, pitch, change in the pitch, change in the tone, and emphasis on important words like karna kya hai, right? So she used that emphasizing note or the voice. She emphasized on or stressed on the important words of a sentence. And most importantly, full of logic, common sense, with lively voice. Okay, very good. Full of emotions, intonation. Yes, very good. Maintaining tone and pitch. Very good. Pauses. Very important. Relevant pauses. Very important. And then there was a exclamation in the voice, like karna kya hai, isn't it? The exclamation or the question was very much evident from the voice itself. Okay, wonderfully written. Thank you so much. So it had a loud and energetic start. There was a change in tone and volume as and when required. There were proper and relevant pauses also. There were emphasis on important words. And she also used some exclamatory words to make her voice more interesting, right? Yes, we can listen to the punctuation in her voice. Very true. Okay. So an impactful voice will make you feel excited. So what could be the possible features of an impactful voice? First, changing your tone and your volume. Pausing in between whenever it is relevant. And third, emphasizing on the words which are important in your sentence. That is what is going to make your voice feel or have an impact, right? Yes. Voice modulation, remember, there are lots of features of a voice being modulated. It needs to have emphasis, okay? Voice modulation is a very generic word. It's an umbrella term. There are lots of things under voice modulation that we need to understand. The intonation, the syllable stresses, the pitch, the tone, the mood, also the mood that you are trying to create with your words. But that's not about voice actually. But then emphasis, pauses, and all these things. There are so many things about a voice. So how you make it animated. When you're talking to a class 1 child, your voice will become animated. But when you're talking to an adult learner, maybe your voice will be calmer, more, composed, and it will sound more professional, isn't it? Great. So this is how we can make our voice impactful. Number 3, being curious. How do you know someone is curious about you? What do you think? Asking questions. Absolutely, we can ask questions. Listen carefully and ask questions. Interested to know more. Perfect. So maybe you can ask follow-up questions. Question based on the previous question. Yes. So tell me more. And maybe actively listens. Okay. Wants to know more about you. Yes. Asking relevant questions. Very good. And listen carefully. Also observe. Showing eagerness and questioning. Conversation and asking question. Validating the responses of the child. Okay. When you ask questions and the child is thankfully giving you answers, because there are many children who are very introvert and they usually do not respond back. Sometimes they don't respond back. They are reluctant. So validating their responses or acknowledging their responses is also something which shows that, oh, you are really curious about them and you really want to know more about them, right? Okay, wonderful. So I'm going to show you 2 videos of a virtual classroom, and you decide if you were a student in this session, how would you feel? Let's have a look at the first video.
Your mom told me that you love reading books.
Yes, ma'am, I do. I read books.
Okay, what kind of books do you read? What books? Can you name them?
Ma'am, I like Harry Potter. Harry Potter
Okay.
books. Yes.
What more?
Ma'am, I've read Enid Blyton books.
Okay. All right. So have you watched Harry Potter series?
Yes, ma'am. I have watched all 7, actually
Okay.
eight movies.
All the 8 movies. Wow,
Yes, ma'am.
that's good. That's good. So what else do you like to do in your free time apart from reading?
Ma'am, I like to also play with my friends in evening. I like playing basketball sometimes.
Oh, you play
I-
basketball.
Yes, ma'am.
That's good. That's very nice. So
Right. So this was the first video that you saw.
your mom told
So what about this video? Let's write down. Okay, it was monotonous. Somebody wrote it was monotonous. Very true. Lack of energy, voice is low. Asking questions for the sake of asking questions. Okay. No modulation. There was no bond. Okay. Missing eye contact, less excitement in the voice, lack of enthusiasm, boring. Okay. Fluency was okay, fine. Not engaging, too serious. Okay. She was constantly asking questions. It seemed as if she was interviewing the child and not interacting, isn't it?
me,
Let's
your
watch
mom told
another video, the second video.
So Ishita, your mom told me that you love reading.
Yes,
Isn't
ma'am.
isn't it?
Yes, ma'am. I do like reading.
All right. So what do you like to read?
Ma'am, Harry Potter books. I
Wow.
like them.
Oh God, have you read? Are you one of those people who have read like all the books?
Yes, ma'am. I have 7 books. My sister, in fact, got it for my birthday.
Oh my
And I have
God.
all the books with me.
Amazing. I cannot commit to all the books. I could not start, you know. So I have watched movies. I love it. But I really want to, you know, read. How do I start? Give me some tips.
Ma'am, I think I also felt that because these were very fat books also, very thick books.
Oh,
But ma'am, like once you read book, when you'll read, you'll find a lot of difference between movies and books, especially like from the first one only. Books, I think they are very detailed also. So you will enjoy, ma'am.
I thought the movies are, you know, true copies of the books.
No,
I
ma'am.
was
There's a
wrong.
lot of difference, especially when you
Okay.
read fourth book, you'll find like Goblet of Fire. It's extremely different to what it is shown in movies and what is there in books.
All right. So what else? What else do you read? Have you read some fan fictions? Have you read some, are you interested in you know, the new Harry Potter movies? I believe that came
Yeah.
out
Yes,
recently.
ma'am. I have seen, ma'am, new Harry Potter movies, but they are okay. But
Okay.
I like the real Harry Potter, the one that came before, really, really
Yeah.
good.
I also think the same exact thing here, that I don't think that they're going to be that great.
Yes.
All right.
ma'am.
You know what? I love one series that I'm really, really, you know, Game of Thrones. Have you heard of it?
Yes, ma'am, I've heard, but I have not watched it, ma'am.
Okay.
Is it
So
good?
reading the books would be an amazing thing. If you haven't watched it, I'm
Okay.
sure that you would love the books first.
Mhm.
If you read it first, I'm sure that you will love it more than watching it.
Got it. Okay, ma'am.
It's similar to something like Harry Potter, not so much.
Okay,
It's all magical and everything. That's great as well.
got it. Okay,
All
ma'am,
right.
I'll try.
All right. So let's.
Okay, so I think I've already got lots of chats regarding the second video. Was energetic, good body language. She got she got the training now. Okay. Two-way communication with rapport building. Okay, wonderful. Yeah, even I agree to that, Jenil. Maybe Lord of the Rings could have been a better example, but don't worry, it was only for training purposes. Okay. Now expressing more and getting more engaging. Okay, wonderful. So that means which one was better? Video 2, you, according to you all, you said video 1 was not that interactive. Video 2 was better, right? Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Yes. So video number 2 was better. The reason being, video number 1 was just like an interview. It seemed as if the teacher was constantly asking questions and the interaction was only one way. So one-way interaction, teacher is just throwing questions and she's not waiting for the student to answer. Second, third, same tone of voice, the tonality of the voice, the pitch does not change. And there were limited facial expressions. She also did not use a lot of hand gestures as well. Video number 2 is more of an interaction where the teacher and the child, they get into a conversation. The child is a little introvert, but still she at least speaks up in the second video. And she also gives some suggestion to the teacher. And it's always, as I said, it's always good for the teacher to have, ask for suggestions from the teacher, from the student. Okay. Yeah, Sayed, that's okay. That's fine. That can be. So this was just an exemplary video for your training purposes. It was not an actual video. So try and understand these kind of examples can be changed as per your choice, right? So you can use Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings is very good, actually. I love it. Okay. So it was just an exemplary video for understanding the difference between interview and interaction. Okay. Okay. So in video number 2, it was more of an interaction. There was a two-way interaction. Teacher was actively participating. There was voice modulation and different gestures and expressions. Right. So remember, second video will build genuine relationship with the child. Teachers, give me a second, please. Yes. So remember, a two-way interaction is something that is going to build genuine relationship with the child. And only interviewing the child, asking questions is not going to evoke positive feelings again. Yes. Syed, you will have all the demos in your teacher's handbook. Okay. You can watch them. It is still the PTI. You can watch the whole video. Last one. This is listening actively. Now, let's recall what we saw in video number 2. We saw that the teacher was actively listening. How do we know? Maybe the body language of the listener. Note the body language of the listener. That person will always smile. He will always maintain an eye contact and he will nod and tilt the head. Okay. Nodding and tilting is a virtual gesture or a physical gesture which you can show to the speaker so that he feels as if he is being heard, right? So nodding, tilting your head. Second one, you can acknowledge and validate others' points, which is very, very important. So that the speaker also feels that, okay, you are understanding, you are listening the person. When the student is telling you something about his or her hobby, you need to acknowledge it. Oh, wonderful. You like reading? Really? Great. What kind of books do you like to read? So you would like to ask more questions about the thing that the person has already spoken. And before that, you need to acknowledge that. That's great. Amazing. Wonderful. Yeah, paraphrasing. Absolutely. And lastly, you can ask relevant follow-up questions also. Okay, great. So 3 things, remember, for active listening: nod, use verbal expressions like like okay, and non-verbal expressions also like nodding and tilting your head. Ask genuine questions and follow-up questions. Acknowledge and validate the responses of the learner. So let's summarize. 4 things that we learned just now in order to build relationship. Start the class on a high note. Be curious about the child. Use an impactful voice. Speak with a lot of enthusiasm. Use to change the tonality, the pitch, emphasis, everything. And most importantly, listen actively to the child. What is he saying? Try to understand what he wants to share and ask for follow-up questions and validate his responses. Some other do's and don'ts: take the name of the student often. Be authentic, be genuine. If you are going to fake it, trust me, the students would know. The children are very smart these days. They know what is the difference between a genuine gesture or a fake gesture, right? Always try to consider the student as an equal partner in the class. Try to make the student also contribute something. And share about yourself, share your personal experiences if required, but do not get into random conversations, because those are not going to help you build relationships. It is only going to waste your time and kill your time. And of course, a sing-song voice is an absolute no-no in the class, right? Now, remember, sing-song voice is different from an animated voice that we use. When we talk to a junior section or a child in KG1 or KG2 or class 1, 2, we are little more animated as compared to a senior student. We will talk in more animated manner like, hey Raj, how are you? Oh, great. You just came back from your school? Are you tired? Oh, what did you do in school? Oh, really? That's amazing. So you animate your voice a little more as compared to a senior section student or an adult. Adult is like more composed. So use of a sing-song voice is a no-no. Animation in the voice is absolutely fine. Okay. Great. So with that, we have covered today's objectives of identifying and analyzing teachers' actions. And we have also understood how to build relationship using your body language and your voice modulation. Give me a second. Yes. Now you all can move on to your quiz. Okay, and you can write down your queries in the chat section. Anyone who still doesn't know where the quiz has to be given? Yamini has already done the quiz. Great, wonderful. Thank you. Let's start doing the quiz now. Yes. Vaishali. Okay. Please unmute yourself. And do not worry, everything. Yes, you can unmute now.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Good afternoon, ma'am. How are you, ma'am?
Good afternoon. Please continue.
Yeah. Ma'am, actually, I'm telling that, ma'am, due to network issue, ma'am,
I have already read that. You are repeating
Yeah.
the same thing once again. Now, the point is you have missed a part of the session, right? You can watch the video, recorded video on your dashboard under My Training Plan. You have done the quiz yesterday, remember?
Yeah, ma'am, quiz also done, assignment also done.
Yes,
Both are
the same place where you found the quiz, just above that, you will find your video also.
Video.
There will be a button called Take Video, Watch Video. You can watch the video for today.
Okay. And ma'am, those assignment also will be given today only, right?
Assignment for today or yesterday?
No, yesterday, so ma'am completed. Today assignment is done.
Today
Yeah.
after the session, just as we did yesterday, today also we will have one assignment. After the session is done, then you can give your assignment. Okay?
Sure, ma'am. Sure. Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. One more thing, teachers, for your information. Many a times you will see that you have submitted your assignments, your video assignments, and it shows as not marked. Please do not worry for that. It is a glitch between the third-party platform, which is below, and PS platform. There is a glitch between there. So sometimes it happens that it gets submitted. It comes to us, but it shows in the PS platform as not marked. So it's a technical glitch. Ignore it. If you have submitted, well enough. No, Saima, that's something, no. We are not going to say that. You really can't help it if the student still uses it. But as far as I am concerned, as a teacher, I would always say, try not to use the Google. Yes, if you want to find out if you want to research, like class 8 standard, class 9, class 10, these children are going to use, research work or news pieces, evidences for their speech. So for that, yes, you have to allow the usage of Google. No, today there is only one quiz, not two. Quiz done? Yes, you all can leave. It's okay, Twinkle, let it. It's a technical glitch. Okay, Taruna, that's a good news. Leave it. It's okay. Nirupama, please give me a second. If you have any query, please write down in the chat section. Others are giving their quizzes, right? Quiz done? Okay. Yes, Shikha, yes. Divya, how did you join the session? Divya Jain. How did you join the session? How do you say that attendance is not marked?
Ma'am, quiz attendance is not marked.
Oh, okay. Quiz attendance. Quiz does not have an attendance. Have you attempted the quiz?
Yes, done.
Done? And
Submitted.
what does it show?
Result is already came 75% score.
Yeah, so that is okay.
Okay.
Okay. Shikha, yes. Shikha Sharma. Shikha ma'am, you have unmuted yourself. Please go ahead with your query. Shikha Sharma. Am I audible to her? Megha, yes.
Can I please speak? Can I speak for a while?
Yes, Nirupama, please go ahead.
Yeah. Actually, yesterday after the session, I tried.
Ma'am, am I audible?
I tried to take the quiz and the assignment.
One by one, please.
Okay. Yesterday after the session, I tried to take the quiz and assignment in my laptop. I could submit the quiz, but I couldn't submit the assignment because audio was uploaded, but not the video. And that's why I couldn't.
For that, you need to take help from the support team. That's a technical issue. I won't be able to help you out for that. So what you can do is you can open your dashboard. On your dashboard, there is a support team. Okay, there is a support chat button. You can use that chat button to talk to the support team. They will resolve your issue within 24 hours.
And secondly, if I cannot upload the video, can I only submit the audio, or it's not possible?
See, today for assignment, it is okay. That's fine. But for the mocks, you need to have your videos recorded also, because the whole mock is about video recording, isn't it? So for that reason, it's better to chat with one of the support team members and have a better outlook of that, because I have no idea why that is happening. Usually in your browser, there is something called, you have to allow your camera and your microphone. So maybe because of that, your microphone is allowed and your camera is not allowed.
Okay, much appreciate for your time.
Okay. So you can have a word with the chat support.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Okay. Yes, Shikha ma'am, please go ahead.
Ma'am, when I'm going to that page and I click on that attempt the quiz, so no quiz is appearing on my screen. So
You can share your
please
screen
help
with
me with that.
You can share your screen with me.
Yeah.
Those who are done with their quizzes,
One second,
please leave.
Ma'am, please give me a
Megha. Megha, go ahead. Those who have raised their hands, I'm calling out them. Yes.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Can you help me in finding my quiz? Can I share screen with you? Actually, I'm also enabling
Ma'am, this is
to
the
get a
link.
quiz.
Okay. Shikha
please
has
share
already
screen?
shared.
Shikha
Please
here.
keep yourselves on mute. This is not the way you should be conducting a professional training. Okay. Shikha is already sharing her screen. Maybe you can have a look here. Okay. Shikha ma'am, can you go back to your dashboard, please? You all are using the wrong buttons for attempting your assignments and quiz. Please go back to your, yes, you're right there. Please click on take quiz. Please scroll down. Yes, scroll down. Scroll down, please do not click on attempt assignment. Scroll down. Quiz is already passed. You have already done the quiz. Okay, quiz is already done. It shows as passed. Am I clear? Yes, Shikha ma'am, you can unmute yourself, please.
Yeah, I was
You're not audible. There is a network glitch there. I'm not able to hear you. Shikha ma'am, you're not audible. Please write it in the chat section. Okay. Please write in the chat section.
Hear me, ma'am?
Yes, Megha, please continue.
Ma'am, I have a query ki,
Share your
I'm watching you, but from where I can see my quiz?
share your screen. Share your screen.
Okay, I'm doing. Yes, sure. It's done, ma'am. Also,
So it's not visible yet.
no, I share screen.
Share your screen and I'll tell you. Please go to my training. Under that, there is a training plan. Please click on that. There you will get it. Rachita.
Ma'am, I try.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Rachita this side. Yeah, ma'am. Actually, I have a query regarding yesterday's class. You have shared the link about the recording, but the portion which I missed was the parents fill up inquiry form, and after that you asked for the confirmation of the call. After that point, I missed for 20-25 minutes the class, and I've watched the link you shared. The video was just with the TED speaker, a lady was speaking. It is still there, and a bit of portion. After that, it is not there. The recording is not there.
Let me check.
For yesterday's class, the portion which was left by me, I was searching and looking for that, but I could not find it there.
Understood. Understood. I'll just check once more and I'll let you know. Give me a second.
Yeah.
Megha, are you able to share your screen? I'm waiting for you. Let me check. Rachita, can you please confirm? And that is this part correct? This mentor, facilitator, and influencer. And the last part is your opportunities at Planet Spark, right? And finally, the steps to get an enrollment.
The two parts, right?
Yes.
All right.
Okay, step to get an enrollment.
I will show you how to do in the parent-teacher interaction session.
So I'm going to share this video with you all. You all can have a look. Okay. Day 1, session 1. Do you need session 2 also? Please unmute, Rachita. Rachita, please respond if you have got it.
Ma'am, actually, I was not allowed to unmute myself. Right now, I got the permission. I was telling you, I have just missed the portion journey to get an enrollment from point 3. The next session was done by me. The journey to get an enrollment, point 3.
Actually, given both of them. So you can check in the first one, you will find it. Okay.
Ma'am, have you shared the link right now?
Yeah.
Achha,
you didn't get it?
I missed it. No, ma'am, I missed it.
Now?
Yeah.
Megha, my training plan. Please go to my training plan. Samantha, yes.
Hi, ma'am. So I was trying to access the handbook from yesterday, and I'm not
Yes.
able to. And I even checked for any blocks on the Google Chrome or anything. I have nothing blocking the site. So I'm still not sure why I'm not able to
Can you
access
show
the
me your
handbook.
screen when you open it? What does it show?
1 second. I'll show.
Those teachers, if you have done your quizzes and you don't have any query, you all can leave. If you have a query, you can please stay. And others, please write down your queries. Vaishali, you can write your query over here. Please wait. I'm solving Samantha's query first. Megha, did you get your quiz?
Can you see my screen?
Yes, it's visible. Please unmute Samantha.
So anytime I do this, this is what, like, it just shows this blank page, and after some time it goes to
It's loading.
reload.
It's taking some time. Maybe it will load after some time.
No, after some time, it just tells me the site is not available. Yeah, can't be reached, and it
Give me a
asks me
second.
to
Give me a
reload.
second.
Yeah.
Checking the connection, checking the proxy and the firewall. You are using which? I think you are using Google Chrome, right?
Yeah.
Okay. This I think you need to check with the operations team because I really cannot help with this. I'm not a tech guy. I have no idea about this firewall settings. Okay. So
Okay.
maybe you can check with the operations team person, and he'll be able to help you out.
So the purple button, I start a conversation with them.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So within 24 hours, they will come up with a solution.
Okay. I'll do that. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Yes, Vaishali, you can unmute yourself.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, I have not given today's quiz, but it is already shown passed.
That's a good news. That's a good news. Wonderful.
No, ma'am, actually, I have not given.
I'll tell you, go to the second session and open the quiz from there.
Ma'am, can I share my screen?
Yes, yes. Why not?
Okay. One second. Ma'am, is this visible?
Yes, it is visible.
Okay, one second. I'll share.
Yes, Vaishali?
Yes, ma'am. This one, recorded billing relationship. Ma'am, this one.
I'm not able to see anything on your screen.
Sure. One second.
And those who are not able to, access their handbooks, what they can do is, yes, Syed, you are correct. You can use some other browser like Edge because
Now-
I am able to open it. Yes, Vaishali?
Now it is visible, ma'am, screen.
No, your screen has been stopped.
Sure. So, ma'am, problem network issue, I think so, ma'am. So, ma'am, you can tell, ma'am, what should I do, ma'am? This one already showing past.
Are you on session number 2?
Yes, ma'am. Session number 2, ma'am. Billing relationship. Right,
Are
ma'am?
you on the correct date? 21st May?
21st May 2024. Yes, ma'am.
That is also correct. Then it is okay. Leave it. Maybe it is. I don't know how it is showing as done. And first thing, please stop using mobile phones. Try to use a laptop. Try to arrange a
Okay,
laptop as sooner as possible. It's
Okay,
very
ma'am.
difficult.
Ma'am, I have laptop, ma'am.
Yes, yes. So that's what I'm saying, that try to use a laptop.
Okay, sure.
Okay. Any other question? Rachita, you have a question?
Ma'am, one more query was there. yesterday while I was doing my video assignment, I faced a problem regarding the first question. The audio was working because the judgment was based on the voice only. I could not on my camera. Then I gave the video that way only, just without camera on.
When were
And the
you
next
doing it? While in the Zoom session or after the Zoom session?
after the late night I have done. Actually, ma'am, I faced problem many a times and I re-recorded. I don't know how many times it went up, submitted also 2, 3 times. But then finally I have done all that. But for the first question, I could not on my video. And for the second question, the video was on.
First question,
And
you did not have a video there. Only the audio was
okay.
required.
That only I wanted to ask you, ma'am. That only I
First
wanted.
question, only the
Okay,
audio.
ma'am. And one more thing, ma'am. We were asked to present the speech that Greta have given. So it becomes a bit difficult for us to memorize the whole thing. So I took the
Okay, I'll show you.
no. I just want to know that I have taken the screenshot in front of me. So I was just thinking, if I take a print out, then my eye contact will be not there. So I
Will
was
be
just
gone.
looking at the
No,
speech and just doing the video.
Okay, what is your
there
question?
any option? Ma'am, I want to ask you, if I get some written paragraphs or something like that, and I have to present that speech, in that case, I cannot watch myself on the screen. I have to read the stuff also. Then what happens? We cannot judge our expressions, whether we are doing it correctly or not. So is there any other option through which we can do?
You can record yourself, you can preview yourself, and then if you're not happy with it, you can reattempt.
No, that I understood, ma'am. That I understood. I was telling you, we can keep that portion as we keep the portion in the screen and also the video on. Ma'am, you're not getting my question.
I am absolutely getting your question. While you are recording yourself, you are live, you are not able to watch yourself.
Yeah.
Most of the times it happens with us also. We have done n number of recordings in Planet Spark. While we record ourselves, it's not possible for us to see ourselves.
That,
so we usually follow the script. Now, while we are using the script, it's not possible to show, watch ourselves on the video. So what we do is we first record
after the recording.
After the recording, we review. We again, if you are happy with the recording, go ahead with it. If you're not happy,
re-record.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much. That only I wanted to know. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Okay, great. Madhumita, yes.
Okay, so I just wanted to, hello, are you audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Okay, so I just want to tell you that whenever I just attempt that assessment for the 20th day, but actually the last day, so that time I was facing a problem when I'm just going for the audio part is okay. It's already submitted very quickly. And after when I'm just going for the video part, my laptop is not working for the video part. I've just took that part from my mobile. I have to scan that particular thing to just drive out from laptop to mobile. So in that phase, I have facing a problem. If any kind of thing right now, it's already showing that this grading is on progress. Still is showing the same thing. It's not submitted that time also. It's around like 20 hours, more than 20 to 20 hours.
First thing, is the camera permission given? Microphone permission given?
I just given every permissions.
Gave everything. Still it is not working. Make sure you check whether Willow platform is supported in your browser or not. And if you are still having problem, please raise this issue with the support team. Your mocks are on the Willow platform itself. So any glitch, any problem with the Willow platform should be reported immediately in the initial 1 or 2 days. Otherwise, you are going to face problems in your mock. Okay. So, switching on to your mobile phone is not an option. That's the last option that we are going to resort to. First, let's find out if we can solve the issue in the laptop itself. Right. So Get in touch with the support team. Let me know what.
Should I talk with the should I talk with them for these problems what I'm facing right
Absolutely.
now? For the
Absolutely.
grading is still it's not
So
showing
when
the
you are trying to take a video on the Willow platform, you are not able to record, take a screenshot of that and attach it in your chat and send it to them. They will be responding you within 24 hours.
Okay.
Right? Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, Nirupama, you were raising your hand. Nirupama?
I have used my another device and I am able to submit for today's quiz also. I am able to submit it. But again, the same problem, the assignment, if I just record it, so video will not be recorded. And you said that to go to some site for the
Have you
help,
checked
right?
this one, Nirupama? This I'm showing on my screen. Can you just check whether your browser is allowing your camera and microphone or not?
This one yesterday I could, yeah, I could. I've seen that.
Okay.
But
Have you done this?
video was not.
No, no,
Video
I'm
was
not talking about the video. I'm talking about whether you have allowed in your browser or not.
Yeah, yeah. In my laptop, yeah.
You have allowed, right? So if it's not working, same. I told just now. Whom did I talk to? I told Rachita or somebody to raise the issue. So please raise the issue with the support team. Very important. Because otherwise you will be facing problems in your mocks also. Okay.
But
maybe the technical team will be able to help you out.
Yeah, but the support team I can't see anywhere in my training plan or
on your dashboard. You will have the support team.
Oh.
I'll show you. Wait one second. So this is my dashboard. This looks a little different from your dashboard. Yours will be a purple button. Can you see this chat support?
Huh?
Bottom corner, bottom right hand side corner. Can you see this green color chat support?
Oh, okay, okay, yeah.
Yeah. So click
Yeah,
on
yeah.
chat support. Yes. So now it is showing as purple, right? Similarly, you will also have a purple color button like this. Can you see this? Hello, teacher, please share your details. Yes, and you can click on start conversation.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes. Okay. I'll close the session. Thank you so much. We'll meet again tomorrow, 10 a.m. for the next session. Okay. Thank you.